Alright. Agree to disagree. Today we are breaking down Bodak Yellow.
Gotta have it. Make it disappear and bring it appear like magic. Money. Gotta have it. Make it disappear and bring it appear like magic.
Little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick cutting nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say she gon' do what a who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. But when the club just to party, I'm there, I get paid a fee. I be in and out them beds so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months, one bitch working as hard as me. I don't bother with these hoes, don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say goals, bitch I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill in some babe, I might just chill with your boo, I might just spill on your babe. My pussy feel like a leg, he wanna shoot with his face. I'm like, okay, I let him get what he want, he buy me eats in the park, and then you whip, when I go back to the horse, I got the trunk in the front, I'm the highest in the street, know you probably heard of me, got a bag and fix my teeth, hope you hoes know it ain't cheap, and I pay my mama bills, I ain't got no time to chill, think these hoes be mad at me, they baby father wanna kill. Little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to, these expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes, hit the store, I can get them both.
Alright. Official chart says that we have to judge Cardi's B verse based on, damn, I even lost the chart. I remember that shit though. Flow. I'll give the flow a 6.
Okay.
Not because the flow is not inventive. The flow to me was not difficult to the point where I can't see another artist doing it. Actually, Cardi B put out some shit where she can steal whoever's flow. To me, as an artist, you would want to have a flow that couldn't be touched by others. So sharing flows kinda is, I mean, it's not sleepy, it's not whack. It's creative, it's inventive, but it's not 100% original. So,
okay. For flow, what I'm going to give it is 7.
surprise.
A 7.
Okay.
And Ashley put up 6, but it's a 7. And the reason why it's a 7 is because now the flow was pretty consistent up to the 4th bar, and then you got up to the 5th bar. Then she started to change the flow. She started to kind of like use the different spaces within the beat a little bit more frequently, which, you know, for a verse, that is kind of what you're looking for in a flow standpoint in the verse, as far as just riding the beat. Now, where she got the flow from, you know, whole nother different,
that's
you
a
know
whole
what I'm
different
saying,
story.
whole nother different aspect. But as just judging it, how it's laid down, she's hitting those spots. It's, you know, it's vibey. You understand? So, I'll get a 7. Of course, I think it can get better, but I mean, I'll definitely give it a 7.
All right, so lyricism. Alright. Now here's the thing, and why I am not afraid to say what I feel like saying about another artist, because I feel as an artist, if you are sensitive to the point where you can't take critique, then you should not put your music out there.
Bottom line.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how you do it. Everybody is not gonna like your shit. It's not gonna happen. So because somebody doesn't like your shit, doesn't mean that they're hating. The lyricism, I give a 1. It's not that there weren't words there. It's just that when, as a hardcore lyricist, lyrical fan, when you start trying to rhyme words with words that don't rhyme, it's just a pet peeve to me. He said face and late. That it sounds similar, but it's not a rhyme. It's not rhyme. Now you're at this point where you're substituting shit that doesn't go just so you can get your flow to where it is that you're trying to get it to. To me, that's a complete package when you could take a flow and then you actually use words to complete the flow, but all the words actually, to me, it was random statements, and there was a lot of misrhymes, and it wasn't, to me, technical. Not hating. I'm just saying, from a critic standpoint, I give it a 1.
Okay. So with this, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2. The reason why I didn't give it a 1 is because I mean it is clear, okay, to a certain extent where I can understand the lyrics. So at least I could interpret the lyrics. The lyrics were all over the place. They were all over the place as far as topic wise. The lyrics would definitely empower women. So it's a thing where the lyrics will be understood in that specific demographic, but it's like it was all over the place to the point where you really couldn't really follow. I mean, a lot of it was basic as far as, I remember one line where she said, man. Whew. It's just,
Bring it down. Lyricism. That's it. You're not gonna keep talking bad about Cardi because I like Cardi.
I mean,
I like her.
I like
her. I like her. I want to see her succeed.
It's not.
I like seeing that.
Terrible.
No.
But of course, it can definitely get better, and that's why I give it a 2. That's why I give it a 2.
So now we gotta talk about delivery. Her delivery, I'm gonna give an 8. I heard voice control. I heard voice mastery. I heard pronunciation and enunciation with what she was saying. She wanted to make sure that she wasn't mumbling anything. If I went back and I had to re-listen for every word, I could probably pick out every word and actually say she's saying something. She's not jabbering. She's not mumbling. So to be able to do that and with a melodic voice to it and a melodic kind of swing to it, I give her an 8 on the delivery. For a female MC, that's not something that's easily done.
Okay, an 8. I'm going to give it a 6. On the delivery, no. Let me rethink that. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. 7. And the reason why I'm gonna give it a 7 is because it is enunciated very, with clarity, which is, and the breath control definitely was, top notch. It didn't sound like she was straining. It sounded like she was somewhat in control. That goes into breath control. But it was clear. And it was definitely concise, but you still didn't have, the type of unique sound that you was looking for. It's like, I mean, Azealia Banks said it was what? She was what? Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Clone, like a broke sounding Nicki Minaj.
Poor man's Nicki
man's Nicki Minaj. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, you can see it from that. You'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of see what type of lens you looking at that from.
But I think it's all a community, so it's borrowing from each other. It's not.
Right.
I mean, MCs have done that
since
from the beginning of rap.
Come on.
So the translation of thought into emotion. I'm going to give it a 5 because the only emotion I felt is just anger and just wanting to stun on everybody. I didn't see a story. I know it's not a video critique. We just going off of just the music itself,
Just
not
the
the
music.
video. But I'm looking at the video too, and I'm like, what is all this correlate? What is this trying to tell me? What is the story? Like, I couldn't. It's just unguided madness, unguided anger, which is a part of artistry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just expressing the fact that I feel this way and I don't really have a point or a place to put it. But that's what I felt was going on with this, and in transitioning thought into emotion. It's just emotion, and I don't get the thought along with the emotion. So I give it a 5.
Okay. With this, I would give it a 6. For the simple fact that I can understand what she's talking about. She can translate her thoughts into the music. You know, I gotta bag and fix my teeth. Like, that's some personal something to her. So she figured out a way to interpret that on a beat that was still had rapping characteristics. So, I mean, at a 6, I mean, that's base level. So you still got ways to go, but I mean, just translating her personal thought, that opens up a wide door to a can of worms on, you know, the idea of lyricism and the you know, the joy of it.
So I just thought of something. After we give all the ratings, we have an overall rating. Either it's gonna be dope, I'm not hating, or trash. So I say I'm not hating.
I'm not hating.
Do you agree or you disagree? Put it down below.
Put it down.